And it's live right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Taj Gibson. Even with him gone, they've shaken it off quickly. The Bulls leading by 3. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Anderson Varejao is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Crowder in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Varejao, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Bradley against Jones. And the pass to Thomas. Lets it go with the 3. That's good. Thomas got 7. Bulls trail by 3. Rose goes in. And that one's good.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Jones against Bradley. He dishes it to Thomas. A 3-ball. And again, Boston with the triple.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Utah Jazz.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside Bradley. Dishes it to Sullinger. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Jones from outside. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Bulls making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Olynyk's checked in. They set the pick. Thomas up top. 20 points for him last game against Utah. 5 on the clock. Here's Varejao. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Butler gets it to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Jones. He's averaging about 19 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the other guys can just stay in their lanes.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Chicago. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in for Thomas. Gasol screen to the left wing. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Now here's Smart, defended by Dunleavy. Bradley drives in. That one's good from the corner. Bradley's got his first bucket of the night. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Good looking screen by Gasol. Livingston kicks to Jones. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Avery Bradley. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Now here's Smart. Not a lot of room. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Bulls. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here is Zhao. No good. Good D by Jones. Chicago trailing here. Here is Livingston. An 11-point game for him in the win against Toronto. Pass to Gasol. From 6 feet. Here's Jones, and it's blocked. Crowder with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
Here's Livingston. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Gasol screen, and Jones has it in the corner. Again, the miss by Jones.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And there's the feed to Olynyk. Pulls it from the elbow. And Jones pulls it down.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Boston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And it's Verajao penetrating. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And Jones slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Celtics shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Outside Thomas. That's tipped. Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Gasol, and he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Thomas gets a wide open look, and another basket for Boston. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Livingston kicks to Jones. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Now here's Jones. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. And the wing jumper offline. And here is Thomas from deep three-point range. It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful. I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting it. Chicago making some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. Jones comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Livingston in for Derrick Rose. Jones, he's in at shooting guard. Tony Snell is out there with Pau Gasol. And there's Livingston. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He ended with 29 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Dunleavy's checked in for Tony Snell. And then for Boston, Farajao comes in for Sullinger. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Avery Bradley.
And a look at how the Celtics performed over the last month here, Kevin. First in steals, 4th in rebounding. And they're in the top 10 in opponent field goal.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Thomas passes to Varejao, feeds it to Thomas. Picked by Varejao. Thomas goes in. The shot is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Pass to Olynyk. He kicks it to Crowder. Here's the screen. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. From deep. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
They've been outstanding from three-point range in this quarter.
Livingston kicks to Gasol. That's good. Gasol's got 7. Celtics leading by 12. To the paint. Here's Crowder. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Chicago has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And stolen by Thomas. Off the screen, and it's Boston with another.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north. Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Boston's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. He feeds it to Varejao. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Varejao come for the double team. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
There's a screen. And Thomas, here we go. Olynyk, and again, Boston with the triple.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Bulls trail by 14. Here is Livingston. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Great open look there. And for the Celtics, they're shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Thomas against Butler. Now Crowder, 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. And it's Boston with another.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Dunleavy dishes to Jones. Gasol setting the pick for Jones. Stolen by Verajao. Kicks it to Olynyk. Out to the right wing. Now here's Smart. Defended by Jones. Olynyk can't hit. Bulls trail by 14. Jones drives in. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Passes it to Crowder. Olynyk in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. That's good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Thomas passes to Verajao. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Verajao's got 10 points. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Thomas. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Dunleavy. And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Smart with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Verajao with a screen on Butler. With 1 on the clock. And again, it's Anderson Verajao.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Celtics lead by 14. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, no doubting that was a rough second period for you guys. What are they doing that gave you so much trouble?
I don't know if I can point to one thing that they were doing that gave us trouble, but I think it really just came down to us playing 1 second behind them. We need to be a lot sharper and quicker with our decisions out there.
Good luck in the second half. Kevin, a visibly frustrated young man.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Okay, everybody, pay attention. We definitely got some stuff to go over from the first half. We're not going to let this game get away from us. First of all, let's buckle down on D. Fight through those screens and get a hand in their face when they're shooting. They've had a lot of open looks in that half. We also played first-rate team basketball offensively. Great job consistently finding the open man.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a technically contested game, guys, but you know anything. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Dunleavy's checked in for Gasol. Bellinelli comes in for Tayshaun Prince. Jones checked in for Butler. And it's Livingston in for Derrick Rose. On the floor for Boston. Smart and Bradley the guards. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Verajao in at the 5. Here's Jones. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Boston leading by 17. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist from Smart. 11 points for Avery Bradley.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Livingston kicks to Jones. The dish to Noah. Stolen by Verajao. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. The pass to Crowder. Picked by Verajao. Crowder dishes to Olynyk. Great defense that time from Noah.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Jones drives in. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Verajao passes to Crowder. Smart kicks to Verajao.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Smart. He's around 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
Well, you want a guy to come in who knows how to run the offense intelligently, and that's exactly what he does. Kind of like how you ran things, Greg.
Zeller, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Dunleavy. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got his 3rd rebound on the night. He dishes it to Smart. Pass to Verajao from the low block. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's a terrific set that they just ran.
There's the pick. Here's Jones.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Boston.
You know, I thought maybe they cooled off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Boston making a switch here. Sullinger's checked in. Smart kicks to Sullinger. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Sullinger's got 10 points in the game. Bulls trail by 21. Inside, here's Jones. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now here's Crowder, defended by Jones. It's stolen by Dunleavy. There's 1:47 left in the 3rd quarter. Off target from outside.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Chicago making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And so Zeller nails both of them.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Jones dishes to Bellinelli. No good on the 3. Celtics leading by 21. Bradley kicks to Smart. The feed now to Sullinger. Here's Crowder. It's good from long range. Crowder's got 12 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Jones, no luck.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Sullinger the screen. Crowder with it. Jones covering. Sullinger with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Offensive rebound.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the shot is good. And that's 13 points for Avery Bradley.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Celtics. They finish up. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but so Chicago ends up going with the new group. Bulls trail by 20. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is out there with Jones, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Got a piece of it. Gasol with the steal. Rose kicks to Jones, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Thomas passes to Bradley. 6 to shoot. For 3. Tries again. Noah with the block. And the basket by Rose. Rose has got 21 in the game.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Poked away. It's stolen by Jones. Pushing it up. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Derrick Rose.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out, man.
He's got 24.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Prince dishes to Jones. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jones has got 28.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Celtics making a change here. Verajau's checked in.
Anderson Varejao.
So it's Boston now. 11-point game. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And that's 15 points for Avery Bradley. Chicago's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Jones in the post, guarded by Bradley. Here's Thomas. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting for Chicago, Isaiah Thomas.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas. Bulls trail by 15.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Outside Rose. To the middle. Here's Jones. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Just a fantastic game for Jones. 28 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
He's off on the second. Boston leading by 15. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. No good from outside. And for the Bulls, they're shooting in this game 45%. Jones, no one around him. Off target from 3-point range. Boston's gotten some tough luck from 3-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. That's good.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Dishes it to Noah. Tipped away. Looking to end the run. Here's Jones. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. Jones has got 9 points in the quarter.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Jones against Bradley. The tray. That's good.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Freak. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
All alone. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And that's 20 points for Avery Bradley.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Nice shot by Randolph.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Chicago's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Thomas against Rose. Thomas passes to
baskets. 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Here's Jones. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
So for the Bulls, Portis, he's checked in for Noah. Dunleavy comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Bellinelli in for Derrick Rose. And so Jones nails both of them. Celtics leading by 23. Here's Rozier. And Olynyk kicks to Varejao.
Really an extraordinary game for Varejao. He has 18 points and also 3 steals. He's given them just what they would have hoped for today.
Even more, I'd say.
That one is off. Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Portis. Prince comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Rose in for Bellinelli.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Bradley against Jones. Prince, that's for 2. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists tonight. The Celtics on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Sullinger outside. Thomas a screen. Varejao setting the pick for Bradley. Sullinger loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. It's really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Bradley dishes to Thomas. Sullinger the screen. The shot by Randolph. Nobody around. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Boston.
Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on. And clearly, we're dominant in every area.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And regaining their momentum against a team that had already beaten them once this year. This win makes it a 1-1 tie in their best-of-3 season series against the Bulls.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Isaiah Thomas. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Shot's good.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Rose passes to Dunleavy. Right side, Jones. And that one is hammered home.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. They set the pick. And Varejao kicks to Thomas. And it's Varejao penetrating. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul, 4th team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Anderson Varejao.
That's good from Anderson Varejao.
Taking 2 shots.
Anderson Varejao hits them both. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now Bellinelli. Jones for three. He connects.
Ray Jones.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everyone.